But also, is that lip gloss popping?
Yes.
I'm 35 years old and I'm getting a pimple.
Me doos.
Will you pop it?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Welcome to Vinyl Reckoning. My name is Matt.
I'm Stacy.
I'm going to give you one guess on where we went to.
I have no idea what it was called.
This one right here. We went to Sound Off Records and Hi-Fi in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Is that what it is? Sound Off Records and Hi-Fi?
No, I made it up. Yeah,
No.
That's what it was called.
Well, I thought it was like Sound Off and Hi-Fi Records. But no.
Semantics, you know? I don't know. You could be right. I could be right. We'll find out.
Cut that out. Anyway.
So, Sound Off is located, Sound Off Records and Hi-Fi, or Hi-Fi and Records, whichever she prefers, is located in a basement. And you walk to the end of the hall, and you are greeted with the scariest stairs on the face of this earth.
Yeah, but like, who doesn't love a scary staircase? Say that 5 times.
A scary
Staircase.
I don't like it.
Staircase.
Not a huge fan of that. It was terrible.
Staircase.
Yeah, nailed it. So you walk down the stairs. We've had kind of bad luck with like basement digging sort of record stores where we just, there's been a few we've been to, but we're not in the business of being negative. So we don't want to make videos on like bad times. We want to make videos on good times.
Yeah.
Sound Off was definitely a good time.
It was. Like, you walk down that little hallway and then you see these stairs and it's almost like it's like bright and colorful when you go down those stairs. And like, I don't remember, were they like purple or something? Or like the stairs themselves were like a bright color. But I remember as soon as we saw them, we were like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
Like, it was just one of those, like, kind of the same thing that happened at Poorhouse, where it has that cool alleyway you walk through and you have to walk up the stairs. Like, I love that kind of like, ooh, you're going down in this little basement. And it's...
So Sound Off specializes in strictly used. That's what we noticed. None of the new restocks or anything like that, which, again, the type of diggers we're not necessarily interested in finding old, dusty, like records. And, that's weird. It's sort of blasphemous in this community to speak like that. But if I'm going to buy a used record, I want it to be like top notch when it comes to quality.
Right.
They have a lot of that. They have an amazing selection, really good condition used records. But the one thing I noticed was there was a lot of scratched up, and they were priced accordingly.
Right, and I was gonna mention that too, like whenever we do look for used ones, we're looking at ones that aren't scuffed up really bad, and a lot of them were, but it was like kind of a place I feel like would be for someone that would be worried about, having quantity over quality.
Yes.
And they would just like go nuts in that kind of place. Yeah. They had a lot of good, big name stuff. A lot of selections of used.
Great Beatles selection.
Yeah, a really big chunk of Beatles that had...
The original mono pressing of Introducing the Beatles, I think. Something like that. It was priced accordingly for the original mono pressing. But, stuff like that. This is one of those record shops that you have to dig and dig and dig. And you'll find something. We did. Yeah. We definitely did. It's not necessarily a record store meant for you or I in the way we collect, but it was so much fun. The staff there, I didn't catch the guy's name who greeted us, but he was, hey, what's going on?
Yeah, they turn the music down, hey, how's it going? Are you looking for anything specific? It's like, oh, how nice is that? And then, no, we're good, we're just browsing. Cool. Cranked it back up. Yeah, so it was quality.
The one thing I just did the Italian, hey.
You're funny, like I'm a clown, I amuse you.
The one thing I noticed that I really, really liked is there's some record stores we've been to where they're not spinning vinyl. And I get that from an occasional standpoint.
Right.
But there's a few in Raleigh that we've been to that just aren't ever spinning vinyl. They were playing a jazz record that some customer before us bought, and it was so much fun to listen to. I wanted to be like, hey, can I buy this?
Right.
It was just like, that's the atmosphere I like. A record store spinning something that I've never heard, and I'm like, ooh, what is this? And it catches my interest. Someone else bought it before me, or it was their record and they bought it in, but I definitely wanted it. I liked the painted mural on the side.
It was very colorful and bright and fun. Like, they had a lot of cute decoration in there. I feel like maybe the girl in there, I'm not sure, she was real nice, but I was going through a lot of the little, like, they had a cute little rug and pens and stuff, and you know, I was like, we'd probably get along. Like, I didn't say that, but I thought that because, you know, felt like we liked a lot of the same quirky things.
The aesthetic was similar.
Yeah, it was great. It was really cute in there.
I liked the little step up. So when you walk in, you're greeted with like the new arrivals. I think blues, some country. The rock and pop section is like this step up, and it feels like you're overlooking your kingdom. It was
and then it was really neat. Like, they had a section. I'm sure you have it. You can show it.
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
But like, where the guy had greeted us at, like that little area right there, almost looked like it was like the DJ booth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it was like set up to where it had speakers in the front, and you can tell there was probably a record player on the other side of that, like on a, you know, it was like an employee only area, but like it was neat.
They had a ton of 7-inches everywhere. You going through that, there was just like gems in every one. But it's one of those things, again, we'd pull them out. The dust doesn't matter, that can be cleaned. Right. But there were just so many that were scratched up. But there were so many that weren't. They had so many gems, a lot of which I would have picked up if I didn't already own. They had the Soul soundtrack, which is, one, a great movie and probably one of the best jazz soundtracks.
We're gonna watch it soon.
What do you think about the new arrivals? The new arrivals was a mixed bag for me. Like I said, there was some stuff, I dug through every section of the new arrivals. There was some stuff that I never heard of, which I was like, if this wasn't like $15-20 and this was $5, then maybe I'd pick it up just because the artwork looked cool. Like, everything kept my interest there, and in a sea of used, I usually end up losing interest really, really fast. I don't know why. I can't really explain it.
I get it.
But I wanted to see every record this place had.
Yeah.
I wanted to see, you know, the condition of every record, because honestly, I would have bought in a lot more. I think we weren't really on a time crunch, but we were in the process of like ending our day, and we were going home, and so we were a little bit tired, but that's okay. They had an abundance of lava lamps they were selling.
Oh my God.
I
want one. Like, okay, so I had one growing up, obviously. Like, I always wanted one, and I got one for Christmas.
I think we all had a lava lamp growing up.
Yeah, it was so great. But then, like, they even had...
Was it, though?
Yeah. Like, come on. Lava lamps are freaking cool.
How does it work,
Exactly.
man?
It's freaking lava.
Whoa.
It's like
and there was one that was pretty much as tall as you.
I know, I was going to say that. So they had, like, oversized ones. It was probably, like, a good 3 feet tall.
There's something about it. I don't know.
I mean, obviously, I wouldn't want a big one, but what I would want is they had miniature ones that were, like, 11 inches, you know, like, that's, like, appropriate.
That's a good judge of 11 inches. I think that was pretty close.
I know, right?
You kind of nailed it.
I know.
The used equipment they had, too. They had, like, a separate room off to the side.
That was neat.
It had a lot of cool speakers, a lot of vintage hi-fi gear. There was one, I know I got footage of it, I'll have to find it, but there was one, it looks like a linear tracking record player. I could be wrong. I'd seen it before, and I'd seen like features of it on YouTube and things like that, but I was like, oh, it looked a little bit scratched up, and I love weird turntables and like weird record players. I wanted to ask him more, but they were busy. They were having their own conversation. I'm sure they would have loved to talk about it. Yeah. Nothing against them.
Yeah, they were very friendly.
Weirdly, I'm shy because I think everybody's cooler than me.
That is correct.
This place is a digger's paradise for people who like to get, you know, down on the floor and dig through bins and stuff like that. Absolutely a record store for people like that, without a doubt in my mind. I would go back, absolutely, get a cup of coffee, go there, you know. I really like their just weird. aesthetic.
Yeah.
And the amount of just strange VHS they had. It was mostly like
Frickin'
music.
Loved it.
That techno-y, like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I thought that was Prince on the cover.
It was.
Was it?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
It was Prince because it was like a live Prince thing, but it was like a, what did they call it? Like, not like a techno something or another. We have a picture of it.
I don't think it was Prince. We'll cut in the footage.
It was Prince.
I don't think it was Prince.
It had the symbol.
It
had the symbol.
It did have the symbol.
I know that symbol.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah, weird stuff.
It was great.
I went through every bin. It was a good time, and I didn't lose interest, which is huge for me.
Right.
Something in, that whole down and dirty type record store usually is a turnoff for me. This was just down and dirty enough, but you could tell they actually cared about what they were doing, what they were selling.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, if you're looking to start a record collection or, dabble and not pay top dollar, this is the place to start. So let's get started with my one pickup. I found this guy right here, Bright Eyes and Neva Denova, 1 Jug of Wine, 2 Vessels. It's a little 10-inch EP.
Yeah,
nothing crazy.
It's got a good amount of songs on there.
Yeah.
6 songs.
6-track EP. I think I picked up for like $15 or $20, which is about the going rate for Discogs. This is just like sitting by itself in the punk section.
Frickin'
And I don't have this, so I picked it up. I'm excited to spin it.
Yeah.
I love the artwork on this.
It's really cool.
I remember when they dropped this, it sold out pretty fast. It's not some weird, obscure like pressing. I think it's like the first or second or maybe the only one, but it's a cool little find on an unexpected record store trip.
Yeah.
What did you grab? This is my favorite. This is harkening back to, I don't think I said that word right, to you getting down and digging in the 7-inch bins.
That's what I was gonna say, and it kind of gets me, like, it takes a minute for me to like get into it, and then I'm like, oh, okay, now I'm ready, and I like go in there, and I'm just like digging through the little crap on the bottom or whatever. So yeah, they just had these like small bins that had the 7 inches in it, and they had a lot of like cool stuff like the Beatles in there that I was like really wanting to get, and they were kind of too scratched up, so we didn't. And we found one that was like pretty freaking good, pretty freaking priced nicely, and then what was that?
Yeah, it's pretty freaking nice.
Pretty nice.
Price nicely.
Cut that out. Cut that part out.
No.
Sweet Child of Mine, Guns N' Roses, and it also has It's So Easy Live on it.
Love those little 7 inches from the the times before we were born.
Right.
We're not young, but we're not,
It's dusty. Old. Yeah. It's super dusty, but
needs a good clean.
We're gonna clean it.
Oh yeah.
And, come on.
It's a fun little guy. And you also got what?
Okay, then I got like a cute pen because we'll show here.
Yeah.
My backpack with my pens that I'm very proud of. I've had all of them for a long time, but I got the crazy plant lady one.
It's a good one.
Because that is what I am. And then also these cute little stickers. So they had like a cool bumper sticker version of this, and then they had like a blue one that was just a regular square, and then this cute heart that says the plural of vinyl is vinyl.
Which, isn't necessarily a thing we live by, but it is a cute sticker. You can call it whatever you want.
You can say vinyls if you want. That's up to you.
We're not here to yuck your yums. That's a new thing. It was in the last one.
I know, right?
I like it. It's fun. But it's a cute sticker.
All yum yucking aside.
Yum yucking
the plural of vinyl is vinyl.
We are unhinged in this video. I like it. So yeah, those are quick pickups. Bright Eyes, Guns N' Roses, stickers, plant ladies. Not the actual ladies, just their pins.
I'm the plant lady.
I already got her. So final thoughts.
Would
you go back?
I would definitely go back.
I would go back
I
too.
want to get the little mini lava lamp. I want them to have more selection in the colors in the mini ones, because I would buy.
Okay.
I think it was like silver, maybe the one that was. But anyway.
So I'd go back as well.
We'd go back. It was fun.
Thank you for asking.
I was about to say that after it was.
Absolutely. If I would say this is if you're a used, digging through, getting down and dirty, check out Sound Off.
Yeah.
And go down into the basement of Not Doom, the basement of Color.
Yeah,
it's a great little rainbowy.
So cool.
Yeah, it's great.
But yeah, final thoughts, subscribe and like and
all that stuff. We're bad at that, huh?
Yeah, we don't ever say that.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
Give us a
press
like.
the like button.
Something. And we also have shirts that we're not wearing for sale. But if you're interested in a Vinyl Reckoning shirt, give it a shot. Designed by the OG Vinyl Reckoning crew, me and Tim. Those are still up for sale. They're super soft, super nice.
They're comfy.
If you're feeling the need to grab one, please feel free. They get printed and shipped direct to you. Because overhead's a joke when you're not an established YouTube channel yet. With that being said, for Vinyl Reckoning, my name is Matt.
I am Stacy.
Y'all be easy. Have a good night.
Bye.